Yup. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Ray's Podcast, the place where sports takes are loud, opinions are real, and feelings, yeah, those might get hurt as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm your boy Ray, and today is a big one because y'all know I'm not riding solo today. I've got a brand new co-host here with us today, my guy Art from Live from the Huddle Podcast. What's good, Art?
Yo, what's good, Ray Money?
What up? Welcome to the cast, man.
Man,
Welcome to the
appreciate it.
cast. Good to have you here, man. For real. It's been a long time coming. We've been talking about this for a long time, but we here with it. So look, listen, this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? For the people who don't know, hey Art, give them a quick art resume.
Oh,
Tell us about yourself. Because once we start to get into these things, the people really need to know who you are and what you're about.
okay. Little resume. Retired, I guess you could say retired football player. Played college ball at the Florida State University, right there, right here. Played defensive tackle my first 4 years, redshirted the first year, switched to left guard last year, had some interest from the league, arena football, and definitely Canadian football. Gave it all up, be the family man. Now I'm kind of venturing back into that. And while doing that, we just gonna debate sports. That's what we do.
Debate sports, that's what we do. So look, hold on. So you saying you know a little ball?
A smidge. Just a little smidge. I've been around some great minds in the game. Just a smidge.
Okay, all right. I like that confidence, and that's just why I wanted you on. The chemistry is already crazy, and we ain't even argued that. we ain't even get into it yet. All right, so look, just for everybody who tuning in, happy Sunday, happy February 1st. Today's episode is stacked. We got the Super Bowl matchups, we got NBA trades getting spicy, LeBron's future, what they saying they gonna do. We saw him crying the other night in Cleveland. Giannis rumors, he first wanted to stay. Now Sham saying something. We'll get into that. And, some takes that might get us muted in some group chats, but it's all good. So buckle up, what it is and what it ain't. If you don't like what we got to say, join the debate. All right. So, Art.
What's up?
From the gridiron to the hardwood, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Let's go. So, all right. So, let's talk about the Super Bowl. Every year we act surprised when the chaos shows up. And yet, here we are. First name I want to throw out to you, JS, or two names, JSN and Gonzo. Those dudes are becoming a problem. We got the number one wide receiver who's having a breakout season, and then you got Gonzo, who people say that best cornerback in the game, or number two, number three. You know how that conversation go. Yeah. So talking about that matchup right there, what you feel about that?
Looking at that matchup, with the football background, I just like to break everything down. One of the things I break down is you look at the measurements. Gonzo is only taller by 1 inch, right? About the same weight, about the same 40. Now, with Gonzo, his measurements as far as his arm length, how big his hand is, wingspan, all of that is way bigger than JSN. But that doesn't mean that JSN isn't going to get open. That doesn't mean he's not going to make those plays. We know he's going to make those plays. One thing that I do love about Gonzo, even though he has the length and he definitely has that 4.38 speed, he relies more on technique. Like, he's very fundamentally sound, but so is JSN. I think I told you earlier, JSN is a baby Puka to me. He just goes make the plays, bro. Like, you can't deny it. The proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is his numbers.
The proof is in his numbers. The type of person that could go for 8 catches, 110 yards, and then suddenly you're down by 14. We've been seeing how Sam Darnold was able to resurrect his career with these guys. Last year the Vikings did not want to keep him, but I'm gonna be honest with you. yeah.
You getting into it early. Okay.
Yeah, we get into it early, man. We get into it early. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think JSN, I think there's going to be some opportunities where him and Gonzo line up, but I don't think they're going to have it be like a one-on-one mashup. I think they're going to have them moving all over the place. You know how like they like to break open that offensive scheme to get him involved. And, you know, he make those spectacular catches. There will be times that maybe Gonzo might run with him, but it's like, I feel like, I don't know. I think majority of the time, yeah, but just with that Seahawks offense, they're going to manipulate and work some things off because there's still a man named Mr. Cuppington. There's still a man named Cooper Kupp, and they've been waiting. This is it. This is the Super Bowl. Injured or no injured, we got you. We let you wait for a long time, and then they made that trade for Rashid. So I think JS ain't gonna have a good game, man. I think, you know, we ain't talking about probs and stuff yet, but I for sure think he's gonna get over 6.5 catches. They gonna get him involved. That's the guy.
Oh, that's 6.5 catches. He might have that going into halftime. I get what you're saying with that offense. Another thing with that Seahawks offense that people are really not looking at, they're looking at the Patriots defense, which is it's a nice defense, right? They made it to the Super Bowl, did their job. Seahawks got a lot of weapons. Seahawks, I had the Rams going to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl. Obviously, the Seahawks, they won. But when you look at that matchup, they have just as many weapons, and that is scary.
Yeah. Yeah, they do have a lot of great weapons. But Sam Darnold, I know you said we getting right into it. Sam Darnold was the quarterback last year for the Minnesota Vikings. Mm-hmm. You know, he won 14 games. They let him go, threw 4,000, let him go. Came down to the last game of the season to win a division against the Detroit Lions. Let him go for a rookie quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. You see what happened now when you kept that, But, yeah, and then now he goes to the Seahawks. Then Cooper Kupp comes, and then they bring other pieces as well. Won another 14 games. Now Sam Darnold is in the Super Bowl.
Over who? If we're going to get into it, let's get into it. Sam Darnold in the same draft class as who? Was it?
Same draft class as Josh Rosen, who's no longer in the league no more.
Who is that? Who is that?
Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson. And last but not least, I
need a sip.
Go ahead and get the sip. Josh Allen. Sam Darnold has made it to the Super Bowl before all of those quarterbacks. Now, don't get me wrong. Those guys got the contract. The main thing is to get the contract. So they paid. So whether they get a Super Bowl or anything like that, the money is the motive. They good. But Sam Darnold, if I would have told you in 2021 that Sam Darnold will be potentially, because if he wins, the best quarterback over Kirk Cousins, Baker Mayfield, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. If I would have told you that about and Derek Carr, Derek Carr was playing at the time and all that too. I ain't gonna go down the rat. If I would have told you that he was potentially better or could be better than him, you would have called me nuts. Sam Darnold has a chance right now to make history for himself. He's playing in California. The Super Bowl is in California. He went to USC. He's the first, he's been in a while, SC quarterback. And I'm going to give you a little storyline, but I'm going to let you talk because I don't want to talk too much on it because when they come back to me, I'm going to tell you something I don't think you really know anything about, but maybe you do. But Sam Darnold, man, let's talk about it. Sam freaking Darnold. I just want you to check this record right here. 13-25 with the Jets. Obviously, you got drafted by the Jets. Other than Mark Sanchez, hasn't been really that many successful quarterbacks to do things with the Jets, so it's kind of a bad thing. Yeah. 8-10 with the Panthers. Had a good winning record with the Panthers, but they was moving him and Baker Mayfield out, so he never really got the chance to be established as the guy. On with the 49ers. That's Mr. Purdy land. We already know what time of that. That was his. 14-4 with the Vikings. 16-3 with the Seahawks. Sam Darnold, is he the best quarterback in the class? And what's your comments about Sam freaking Darnold?
Well, we when we talk, right, we have this understanding that you have the facts and what it is. He made it to the Super Bowl before the other guys, right? And those other guys are the same guys that everybody else has above him.
Yeah.
And I really think it's because of the name. Oh, it's Josh Allen. It's Lamar Jackson. I get it. It's a name. Sam Darnold has had a bad narrative put on him. So let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, he's a quarterback.
Yep.
He's from California, right?
Yep.
He's a Cali quarterback, which if you really know football, you want your quarterbacks to be from Cali. Cali is a gold mine. If you want your speed, you go down to Florida. It's just one of those narratives, right? From Cali, went to USC, balled at USC, came into the league. He just had a rough start in the NFL, and I get it. But you look at the record that you just put up there, right?
Yep.
Losing record all the way down, but he got all the way to Minnesota, winning record, crazy numbers, did crazy things. For Minnesota to say, you know what, we see everything you did, but we're going to bet on this other guy who hasn't proved nothing. Yes, he won a national championship, but I think he didn't throw for no more than maybe 20 attempts, 17 attempts, something like that, just off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
We never really had to see J.J. McCarthy go be a quarterback. And what I mean by go be a quarterback, lead us down the field. You lead us down the field, right? If you want that Tom Brady treatment, do what Tom do. Lead us down the field. Never seen that, but Sam Darnold does. Sam Darnold did it. He still does it. But, to each his own. We know that with some of these organizations, they are businesses. Some people are in the business of winning. Some are in the business making money. I think Minnesota's in the business of making money. And obviously, Seahawks are in the business of winning. And that's my Super Bowl champion.
You got the Seahawks.
I got Seahawks all day long.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm rocking with the Seahawks too as well. Not only because you picking them, just because I just feel like the whole year they have went through a lot of adversity. They took out the Rams. Those great epic battles. That last game was really what we think what the Super Bowl is. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. The Patriots are good. The Patriots are good. The Patriots are good. Patriots have a good defense. But Drake May has not been really that good this playoffs. And now it comes out that he has an injury, but and we'll talk about Drake May too, because we've been talking off camera and things like that, but I'm definitely gonna give his respect. I didn't think Drake May was gonna be this good this early.
Yeah.
But obviously his schedule was easy, but he can't control his schedule. Exactly. So the fact of the matter is the fact that he has more playoff wins than Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? His first playoff run, he gets to the Super Bowl. Yes, the schedule was easy. Yes, he didn't play that good against the Texans. Yes, he didn't play that good. He won. He won. He's in the Super Bowl. So you got to give him his respect. And that goes into what I'm talking about with Sam Darnold. You have to give Sam Darnold his respect. He got to the Super Bowl. None of y'all thought that he was going to be this good. Everybody thought, yeah, they're good, but we're just waiting for him to mess up.
Yeah.
And I think when people say that about players in football or basketball, it's like, yeah, but when are you going to say that about the people who you think really nice? About the Josh Allens who get the 4 interceptions, or the Justin Herbert who get the 4, or the Lamar who get the 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I feel it. If that's your opinion and that's where you stand at on it, cool. But I want you to be consistent, because the guys that you're putting in top 5, top 7, or whatever the case may be, those guys ain't get to the Super Bowl, and those guys are getting turnovers all the time in the playoffs too. So we can legit say the same comment that you're saying about Sam Darnold, you could say that about all these quarterbacks that are potentially what you think what they're going to be. What's good, Master? Appreciate you joining the stream. He says Sam got a taste of the Super Bowl at the 49ers. That's facts. That's facts. He did get a taste of it. I just don't like that when people put that narrative on certain players, but then the players that they like, they don't want to talk about that when those people are actually doing the same exact thing.
People like to pick and choose, bro.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, picking and choosing, but it's like facts is facts.
People have a hard time accepting facts, though. Like a hard time, especially if it goes against what they believe. I don't understand it. It's cold, hard facts. It's in your face. Matter of fact, you're watching the games every week, so you see it. You see it in real time, but People just have a hard time accepting that.
Yeah, so it's like Sam Darnold has a chance to do something that where nobody didn't believe. And it's funny that he could turn around against the team that he said he saw ghosts with. But this is another thing I wanted to talk to you about. It's a little rabbit hole, conversations. This is what I was saying earlier. It's funny that Pete Carroll, right? Pete Carroll.
Yeah, I know Petey.
Petey, right? What college team Pete Carroll coached
for? Wasn't it the Trojans? USC?
What team Sam Darnold played for in college?
I believe it was the Trojans out there at Southern Cal.
What team did Pete Carroll coach for in the NFL, his first team?
You going too far down the rabbit hole. See, because when you do things like this, right, I can handle it mentally, but can the world handle it when you start pointing out the obvious?
Hey, that's remember what I first said. We might get muted in some group chats.
Oh, then let's do it then.
You know what I'm saying? So, what team this
Seahawks.
Okay. And what did he ended up doing with the Seahawks?
He won, right?
He won. He did win. Okay. All right. With the quarterback, what year was Russell Wilson when he won the Super Bowl, the first one?
I do not remember. You want me to tell you something else?
Come on, add on to it. We can add on to it. Let's do it.
If we're gonna add on to it, isn't this a rematch?
Oh yeah, this is a rematch.
This is a rematch. And we remember how that one ended.
Wrong play call, which should have went to Marshawn Lynch, but we all know how that went. We were all there.
One of the best running backs in the NFL at the time.
Who was definitely going to be Super Bowl MVP if he get that. But, he didn't want to talk and, they didn't.
He understood the business.
Yeah, he understood the business, So, but he won the Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sam Darnold has a chance to win the Super Bowl with who?
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, bro.
You want to go down there too fast?
Nah, because you know what?
Okay. Because
they're gonna be like, oh, Art. Even though this is our first time seeing him, he has the football background and he knows people in the NFL, which I do. I got some connections. Oh, it's a script. It's not a script. It's not a script. It's something, but it's not a script. I'll leave it at that.
You'll leave it at that. Yeah, okay. Well, whenever you're ready to go down rabbit holes, I'm with it. Okay. Got somebody in a comment that says Walker
for MVP.
Miles McFly. I guess he's talking about Kenneth Walker. We're gonna talk about Kenneth Walker because I think me and Art disagree about something on that. But yeah, man. Sam Darnold had the chance to do it. Shout out to Sam Darnold, give him his respect. Yes, Art, I'm saying it, and for the people who don't know, if you ain't did what Sam Darnold has done, you cannot say that you are better than him.
That's a fact.
And a lot of people don't like that conversation when I say that. Let's put it like this. The money you want, you got the money. They got the money. We know that. Put yourself in the shoes of Sam Darnold. Put yourself in the shoes of Josh Allen. Say if you went to the barbershop. We're in the barbershop now. Y'all know barbershop talk. We're in the barbershop. Let's say a man, and no disrespect to Josh. No disrespect to Josh or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let's say a man, is Josh Allen and talks that Josh Allen stuff, and you talk your Sam Darnold stuff. Say if Sam Darnold's like, all right, you didn't get drafted by the Jets. You got drafted by the Bills. They brung in Stephon Diggs. They brung in Von Miller. They brung in Bosa. You had the Tre'Davious White when he was. You had all, and you never went to the bowl. So when I finally got what you got, I went to the bowl. You crying because you trying to do what I'm trying to do. You trying to do, so you think you saying you better than me? And if you was Sam Darnold, you would be saying that in the barbershop, speaking your facts, because if somebody ain't never did what you've done, you're going to be saying there's no way that somebody is better than you. And I'll leave it at that. Is there anything you got to say before we move on to Mr. Stephon Diggs?
Yeah. So, I love props. And obviously, I got my notes. Right
Okay.
here, we got Sam over the other quarterbacks, right? When you give him the same weapons or even weapons, period, he does more than what you do. Like you said, Josh Allen. Josh has always had weapons. Lamar Jackson. You got Lamar Jackson in the backfield with the tank, Derrick Henry, and y'all can't get to the shit. Yeah, put some respect on Sam's name, man. Honestly. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. All right. Put some respect on $7. Move on to Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, man, still elite. I don't care what nobody says. The cover Diggs take where the ball goes and Diggs still bends the defense. You know what I'm saying? Folks act like, one quiet game means like a player fall off or one season due to injury, blah, blah, blah. And that's game planning. That's game planning. But Stephon Diggs is here, the past Super Bowls. He said he don't want to do a rabbit hole, but I'm going to sneak it in there. Past Super Bowl, we had the Taylor Swift in there. And then now we got Cardi B up in the thing.
Cardi.
She in the thing. And guess what? We might see a song between her and Bad Bunny. They got a song. They got a song. So she might be in the halftime performance. She going to be there. She going to be there regardless. So, yeah, Stephon Diggs is a man who left the Buffalo Bills, an MVP quarterback, left them, went to the team that's in the division, who we all thought, including myself, was not done. First year with them, goes to the Super Bowl. Never in his career went to the Super Bowl. Finally scored a touchdown in the playoffs. All right, I'll leave it to you.
So I love how you kind of went down that rabbit hole with Diggs. Just as far as when people say he has a fallout game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they think that's supposed to affect his production. He went for over 1,000 yards this year.
Yep.
Right? He did have games where the production was low, but he did his job. That's something else that people need to understand. Not every game we're going to tell you to go out there and be Randy Moss. Sometimes we just need you to be Edelman and be a distraction. People need to understand that. Now, the man still went for over 1,000 yards this year. With those same games where they said, it wasn't a lot of production, he had over 85 receptions. Now, Diggs has not been that receiver to go for like a boatload of touchdowns.
Yeah.
He don't complain about touchdowns. The man, he's a workhorse. He goes to work, brings his lunch pail. He does whatever the team needs him to do, right? Now, something that I looked up earlier. Y'all can take this to the bank if y'all want to. This year, when the Patriots have the ball and they're coming out, from the 21-yard line to the 50-yard line, he gets most of his catches.
Mm-hmm.
When we cross the 50, from the 40-yard line all the way to the 10-yard line, he get his second most catches. I mean, y'all can put that on a prop if y'all want to. I'll give y'all a little bit of sauce. Put it on a prop if you want to. He will score a touchdown this game, though.
Stephon Diggs scored tutty. You throwing in some props in there on the low for everybody I see.
I mean, we talked about your boy Walker. I like him to score a tutty too.
Somebody in the comments said, and has a baby every season.
I'm going to tell y'all something, though. When these guys go to have kids in the NBA or the NFL, they always go for crazy numbers during the season.
Hey, that is true.
You got to feed that baby.
Better take care of them kids, boy. You know you heard Obama. You heard Wayne. All right, Kenneth Walker. Breakout game or not, we're going to get right into the disagreement. You know what I'm saying? We've been on the same page this whole time, so let's get into it. I personally think Kenneth Walker is going to go crazy. I personally think Kenneth Walker has the ability, like a running back like Christian McCaffrey and the Le'Veon Bells and the Saquon Barkley. Oh, yeah, I know you. Yeah, we getting right into it. Yeah, I know, because you a Steelers fan. That's what the people don't know.
Le'Veon?
Listen, dog. If Kenneth Walker, and this is an if, obviously, you know what I'm saying, but this is my personal opinion. If K-Walk is not injury prone, K-Walk will be a problem in this league. And now that he's in the Super Bowl, I feel like he's going to go crazy. That last drive where everybody thought that the Rams was going to get an easy stop, they got the ball back with 25 seconds, 27 seconds? That's because K-Walk was running it down their throat. You mean to tell me that Kenneth Walker got a chance to go to the Super Bowl? This is the first time he's ever healthy. And you think that you're going to stop that head, that neck, that no-neck man?
The ball-headed man. That's what it is. Them ball heads be strong, man.
But you know the anthem. Yeah, man. I think K-Walk is going to do his thing. I don't think he's going to really go crazy in the receiving yards, though. I think they're going to use the backup running back. I think it's Greg. I'm going to get his last name right. I think it's Houdini. I don't like saying people's names when I don't have it the right way. But, yeah, I think K-Walk going to have a great game in the Super Bowl against his Patriots defense. What's happening?
Now, I agree with the receiving part. I don't think he's going to have a big receiving game. I think he's going to have a good rushing game. Not great, but look, bro, I am a Steelers fan. Y'all can argue with your mamas or a wall. I don't care. When you said Le'Veon Bell, you see where so you see that right there? You had to be taking shots at that right there to say Le'Veon Bell. You had to be. Le'Veon was different, bro. And I get what you're saying.
I did that to get you a little spicy.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, K-Walk, he is a special running back. Puts the numbers up, productive, reliable. He's not going to fumble the ball. Which is why I can get on board with you saying that. I can run with that. I can fade that.
Oh, so now you
he's not going to have a crazy game, but he's going to have a good game.
So what's a crazy or good game to you? This when the people know about your criteria right now, because everybody got a different criteria of numbers and things like that.
Looking at this game, that Patriots defense is going to have to battle with Kenneth Walker rushing, right?
Okay.
All the way into about the fourth quarter, and I say that because I feel like it's going to be a shootout.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's going to be a shootout. It's going to go back and forth. I want to say 28-21, and that's a low shootout. I get that that's a low shootout. I get that's a low shootout. You feel me? He's going to have his turns to rush. Hold on. Go. He's gonna have his turns to run the ball, but I say he stays under. I'll try you. I say he stay under 85 yards rushing.
85 yards rushing?
Under 85 rushing. But he will have his touchdown, but under 85 rushing. I'll try you.
Okay. All right. What's good, Andrew? Drew, what's good, Drew? Appreciate you joining the stream, G. He's commented and said Drake May is going to have a battle with himself. Battle with himself. That's exactly what he said. I feel like we got a little conversation going. Nobody talking about how Drake May is beating the top defense in the league. And then Andrew says he beat the Broncos 10-7 and they have a backup QB. So now we're going to talk about that before we go into like the other stuff, because the Patriots fans need to be really honest about this. They need to be really honest about this.
I might be with the Patriots fans on this, depending on what you say.
That's fine. That's fine. You know I'm with it all. It started to snow. That's not an excuse. Sounds like an excuse. No, okay, that's fine. I guess I'll take that. Let's not act like Drake May did something spectacular against the Broncos defense in that game. Let's not act like that. That's why I said the snow first. Not like he did anything leading up to it before the snow and then when it started to snow. You know what I'm saying? It's Sean Payton's fault for not kicking the field goal in the first quarter to make it 10-0. That's Sean Payton's fault. That got nothing to do with the Patriots. But let's be honest here. It ain't like Drake May had an amazing game and we about to act like he just demolished and sliced and diced the Broncos defense. It ain't like when he went up against the Texans, he had an amazing game and didn't have 2 fumbles and multiple interceptions. Like, he won the game, but let's slow the roll and acting like that's like adding that narrative like, oh, he took care of the top defense. Like, yeah, you played bad, but you won.
Yeah, there you go.
But you won. So I say that if you rephrase that, like, we beat the top, because you did. Technically, you did. But don't try to throw it in there like Drake May was out there and running on. And, don't try to do that. Don't try to do that. We call it for what it is, because y'all know y'all had the easiest schedule this year, but it don't matter because y'all can't control that. But don't try to add that little flair in there, like it's something crazy. Now, if we do it now, Super Bowl, it's going to be in Cali. It ain't no weather. It ain't no nothing. If he play like how he played these past couple games, he's not going to be Super Bowl MVP if they win. He's not going to be Super Bowl MVP. It's going to probably be somebody on the deep with that. I can't remember, bro. Name, they got the 2 picks in a row against whatever. It's going to be something like that.
Are you talking about, was it Marcus Jones?
Yeah, he said a candidate for MVP isn't playing good. Not in the playoffs. Not in the playoffs. Regular season, heck yeah. But in the playoffs, overall in the playoffs, nah, bro. We not about to do that. Like, we're not about to do that. But yeah, what you guys say to that, Art?
I'm looking at what Andrew said. Drake May is gonna have to battle with himself. He's not gonna have to battle with himself. He's gonna have to battle with that front 4. That front 4 is gonna Tank finna rush his ass off. Tank's finna rush his ass off. Jaron Reed gonna do his thing, but on the back end, for me, that's where it's scary at. Because Drake May can make the throws. He's a damn good quarterback, but when you look at the back end, those DBs, and you got the front 4 rushing, collapsing that pocket, so it's like you're a little hesitant, or the ball might be coming out a little bit early. That's where all your interceptions come from. We might see it. We might not. They might be able to block it up. I don't think they're going to be able to block it up, but, it's a Super Bowl. We've seen crazier things happen. Maybe the power cut off this time. Who knows?
I'm telling you right now, Drake, early prop I want everybody to take, and I'll be taking Drake May to throw an interception.
I like that.
I'm taking that. Drake May to throw a pick. He going to give me one. He going to give me one. He's going to for sure give me one interception on that. You know what I'm saying? And he said, here we go.
I'll address that. So
you can be an MVP candidate and play bad in the offs. You know what I'm saying? For people who don't know what the offs is, playoffs, well, hopefully, for the people who are listening for the audio, a.k.a. Lamar Jackson, a.k.a. Josh Allen. You just came back in. We kind of got all about that. Who can get open against the best cornerback in the Bull Witherspoon?
That's the one that I want to address. I get what you're saying, Andrew, but we can't act like they're going to be playing man the entire time. They will not play man the whole time. They're going to sprinkle it in there a lot because there's certain matchups that we do want to see early on, so we know on the back end of the game, game on the line, man that over there. But we will see some zone, and I think Variables is going to do a very good job of just getting those receivers in the soft spots of the defense. But I get what you're saying, Andrew. I get what you're saying because he is a dog.
This is the first, Keith said, this is the first playoffs that Josh Allen and Lamar folded. I want you to look at me. Keith, I want you to look at me. Look at me in my eye. I'm the captain now. Look at me. You're bugging. You're bugging. I give Josh Allen the game where Tyreek Hill, you feel me, did the thing in the 13 seconds and off the screen and sending them to overtime for the field goal. I gave you that one. Every other time, folded. Lamar Jackson, I like Lamar. Demon. He's a demon. And then once he sees Patrick Mahomes, no more demon. Go watch last year when Lamar Jackson went up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was running all over the place, and he was doing his thing and everything. I ain't seen none of that when you saw that other demon. I ain't seen none of that. I ain't seen none of this. After no touchdown, it was business. business. Nah, keep your swag. If that's how you gonna act, be like that all the time. When Mahomes was getting blown out by the Eagles, I still saw this. I still saw it.
Still confident.
I still saw it, even though they try to make it like a narrative on TV, like when he do it in the fourth quarter. No, I saw that losing. Now, was he out there running like a chicken egg ran off? Absolutely. But we know real demons act the same and don't be front runners. So we ain't about to be on all of that. Now,
yeah.
What you guys say, Art?
I want to be friends with Andrew. I like what Andrew's saying. Like, he's real knowledgeable about the game. But as you will learn, Andrew, I'm very technical. You say the Pats don't play man either. They never play zone every snap of the ball all season. So they do play man. They might not play it as much. Reek the better cornerback too. I like that. Can Diggs or Boot get open? I think Diggs can. Diggs is going to win at the line of scrimmage. If one of those corners are playing up in his face, he's going to win at the line of scrimmage. I think he has the wiggles to separate on his routes, on his cuts out the break, and get the catch. Now, will he get yards after the catch? Probably not, because, Andrew, them DBs are some dogs over there.
Yeah, they are. There are some dogs over there. It's going to be a great game, man. It's going to be a great Super Bowl. You know, one of the things I will say about it is, you know, I don't know if everybody's into gambling and looking at the lines. There's a lot of money being poured on the Seahawks right now, you know. So, and that's one of the things that kind of concern, you know, because Vegas need to figure out a way to – Vegas always wins. They don't figure out a way. They always win. Even though they say Vegas take a hit, you'd be dumb to think that they actually took a hit and things like that in that nature. One of my favorite props that I put on the Instagram story, though, was Cooper Kupp over 2.5 catches, though. I put him over 2.5 catches. I feel like that line is going to be there. It's easy money. Rashid, his longest reception over 17 and a half. A bomb is willing to come.
Most definitely.
Come. And, you know, the Patriots like to play man, too, as well. And if Gonzo's going to be all over JSN, I definitely like Rashid to be doing something. Sam Darnold will throw it over the top and things like that. All right, though, they talking about the Patriots hate is real. No Patriots hate, man. No Patriots hate. No Patriots hate. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots have deserved it. The Patriots are back. I have a slogan, though. And until they win another one, or if they win next week, I'm going to keep it the same. No Tom, no rings. So that's why I got the Seattle Seahawks, and I'm not switching. I'm still with them. No Tom, no rings, and I'm doubling down on it, even though y'all in the Super Bowl. Copy.
And we're gonna visit that later on. We got something else we're gonna talk about. We're gonna revisit that comment.
Yes, we are. All right.
He said, I'm a hater. I love you, Andrew. I don't know who you is, but we friends now.
He said, I'm a hater. I'm a Pats hater. Hey, at least he being honest. Hey, you can't be mad at somebody when they're honest about whatever, you know. So yeah, now we're gonna move along to we'll switch over. No, we'll stay with football. Mr.
You want to get into it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
People, we don't wait. We don't gonna make the people wait. We're gonna get right into it.
Let's do it.
Mr. Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick take the air out the ball.
So
I'll let you rock.
What's going around right now? Obviously, Hall of Fame ballots, right? Yeah. Bill Belichick has all these wins, Super Bowls, AFC championships. He has always been the guy. But that is a lie. Bill Belichick has not always been that guy, because if we go back and we look before the year of 2000, which is when Tom Brady got there, he only had one winning season under his belt, and that was with a top-ranked Cleveland Browns team, right? Well, not even title, one winning season, excuse me. Now, in the 20 years that Tom Brady was there, I don't think that they were ranked no lower than 3 as a team, right? Tom goes in, wins all those championships. He does his thing. And everybody wants to say that it is because of Bill Belichick. And I get that because a coach has a lot to do, calling plays, this, that, and the third. But let's not act like when the game is on the line, Tom is going in and telling you, hey, man, kiss my ass. I'm finna go win this for us. We can't just act like it wasn't fucking Thomas, DeMarcus, Brady, because
I thought it was Edward.
no, Edward, DeMarcus, go Marcus. Yeah, it was Thomas DeMarcus. You look at when Tom Brady left because you're supposed to be this great coach, Bill Belichick.
Oh,
I'll just be firing things off sometimes. You're supposed to be this great coach, but yeah, you had one winning season when Tom Brady left, just like before he was there, but everything else has been down the crapper. So I can understand why you didn't get in the Hall of Fame this year. You're only good when you got the best quarterback that ever breathed or touched the football. But that's just my opinion. And I know I'm a Steelers fan. A lot of people are going to say I'm hating, but let's talk about it.
Mr. Bill Belichick. He's obviously a Hall of Famer coach. Like, can't take away nothing for his resume. He did win with Tom. These are the facts. He was the head coach and he was coaching for other teams before that. Then he did not win as a head coach. He think, if I'm not mistaken, he won as a defensive coordinator, if I'm not mistaken.
As a head coach.
Oh, as a head coach, no. Head coach only.
Yeah. As a head, I don't care about that assistant stuff. What did you do when you were calling the plays?
What did you? Well, other than with Thomas, as you call him, Edward Brady. Well, I'm sorry, DeMarcus. You call him DeMarcus. He didn't do anything. If we're going to be honestly, on that, he's now coaching at UNC. Everybody just thought that was just going to be just a winning season and stuff like that. They had a lot of great TV deals and most people was watching them. But yeah, Bill Belichick, no Tom, no rings. It's not even, to me, it ain't the New England Patriots. This is New England Brady. That's what this is. Or we could just name the team. The team named Tom Brady. Tom put them on the map. Red Sox was Red Sox. Celtics was the Celtics way before the Red Sox. And then Tom just ended up making them be something. And then I just added into the Boston Celtics thing, if we're being completely honest. He left. Everybody was like, he's done, blah, blah, blah. The first year he leaves, he goes to the NFC and wins a Super Bowl. So who was the problem? Stephon Diggs, first year, leaves the Bills, goes to the Patriots, and then who was the problem? Kawhi Leonard leaves the Spurs next year, goes to the... So who was the problem? We need to start having these type of conversations.
Those conversations make people uncomfortable.
And I know you're like, why are you talking about Kawhi Leonard? I'm just giving you examples of people who, the narratives, this person not, and then they leave, and then they just be very great, successful the very next season. I'm not saying they got to do it every single year because the person ain't never did it one time, but yeah. So these are the type of conversations that we need to have. Obviously, Bill Belichick, the clock was ticking from him there with the Patriots. Once Tom Brady left, we knew everything was going to go down from the hole. And I'm going to still say it again. This ain't like we talking about Phil Jackson and something like that. Brady won without his coach.
Facts.
Belichick did not win without Brady.
So is it crazy to say that Bill Belichick isn't really as good as people think?
I can't do that. I ain't gonna say that.
I can. I'm a Steelers fan. What you talking about?
Oh yeah, so you're a Steelers fan because that's where the part of you being sad and having all the PTSD and things like that. I understand,
Yeah.
I feel that. But when we talk about the facts and leave the emotions out of it, when we say we're gonna leave the emotions out of it,
I try.
Emotions out of it.
I try.
You know what I'm saying? We said that. So when we leave the emotion side out of it, he's the guy. He's one of the guys. All right. So yeah, moving on to NBA. All right, man. Let's go NBA where the rumors move faster than the actual trades are.
We've been talking about this for a while too.
Yeah, the rumors are move faster than the actual trade. Giannis. Here we go.
Potentially.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. If he leaves, where do you, Art, before I get into anything from my side, where do you think Giannis will land?
So it came out last year, not last year, I'm sorry, last week. 4 spots. New York Knicks.
Ooh.
Miami Heat.
Ooh.
I feel like he can stay in Milwaukee and make it work. It won't work this year, but I think next year you bring in more pieces.
Okay.
The Timberwolves was another location, and the Warriors, right? If we're being realistic, Miami has some names that they can give up for Giannis, right? I don't know about picks for any of the teams, but I know about players. Miami has some players they can give up for Giannis. I feel like they'll give up too much, and then Giannis is going to be right back in the rinse and repeat cycle. You down there by yourself. Yes, Miami and it's Pat Riley. Cool, but you're one player. You need 4 other and some role players. Now you look at New York.
Okay.
Me personally, I say New York. I say the Knicks.
You're trying to break the internet. That's what you're trying to do right now.
I say the Knicks because since the trade rumors have came out, Cat has been playing like little kitty cat and not big cat, right? You can trade Cat. You can keep Jalen Brunson. You still got Mitchell Robinson who can come in, play the 5, put Giannis at the 4. You can keep Hart. You can let him go. You can keep OG. You can let him go. They have so many pieces that they can send over there to the Bucks, and it really won't affect that team too much. Now, if you look at the Timberwolves, right? Yeah, you can send Giannis to the Timberwolves, but will Giannis being very ball dominant and Ant being very ball dominant, will that mesh? I don't think so, because you got to think of somebody else. Julius Randle. Okay. It's not going to mesh. And Rudy Gobert doesn't know how to stay down there on the block. He always floats out towards the perimeter. So it's going to be a clogged up mess. You look at the Warriors, realistically, Ray, I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask the chat this as well. Who can the Warriors give up for Giannis? Give up to the point where Steph can still compete for championships.
You asking a realistic conversation, a realistic of who can the Warriors give up for Giannis?
Yeah.
All right. 1, Kuminga.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1. Bucks ain't taking Jimmy Butler. He hurt. Just keep it 1,000. They ain't taking Jimmy Butler. They're not gonna like this. Draymond.
We can't do that, right?
You asked me.
Okay. Go ahead. Cook. Go ahead and cook it. Go ahead and cook.
Because Kuminga, because you're gonna get robbed. Your soul is gone. Your soul is gone. Whoever coming after Giannis, your soul is gone. Because you have to remember that Rudy Gobert got traded for 5 first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
So if Rudy Gobert went for 5 first-round picks, that he set the so that means Giannis.
Yeah.
So that means the Bucks. You want to save Steph's career? You want to have Steph and Giannis be doing the 1-2 punch? Giannis go 1-on-1 and Steph just run around and things like that? Oh, yeah. They want Draymond. This is my opinion. Draymond, Kuminga, go ahead and go get Moses and go give them 6 first-round picks.
God.
6. Yes. Oh, yeah. And by the way, throw in B-Pods in there, and they'll give you Giannis brother, and Kevin Porter Jr. There you go. There you go. You want to be fine with it? They're not going to take Jimmy Butler. Why would they want to take Jimmy Butler for it? That big old contract? You about to get rid of a contract or potentially a contract. Because you got to think if Giannis go, unless a 3-team come in there and do something like that. Why, Jimmy hurt.
I hear you. I hear you. Just one question. All right. I like everything about that besides Draymond. And the reason I say I don't like Draymond being a part of that, who is going to be the point guard of the team?
Giannis better figure it out. You better figure, bro. The Bucks ain't gonna care nothing about that. Anybody who trying to get Giannis right now, you about to lose arm, leg. You about to lose everything.
Is it worth it though?
For the other team?
No, for the team that's going to get him.
All right, so now that is a conversation that really nobody's really trying to talk about on that. And what I say, is it worth it to give up everything for Giannis? And somebody's gonna think I'm crazy on this. I'm gonna say I don't think it's worth it. If he gonna leave, if that is a real thing, and realistically, he's never even came out and said he wanted to leave. Because remember, I'm not trying to go defer away from your question. I'm gonna get back to it, but I just, before I lose this train of thought on this. They first said Giannis wanted to leave in what, October, September, November, around that time, right?
Yeah.
48 hours after that, they were like, oh, Giannis never said that. They went on TV and said that. So is the NBA just trying to push Giannis out of Milwaukee to make Nike go to a bigger market so they could get more money? And trying to create a narrative? Because I respect the Shams. And, this is the 1-year anniversary date of Luka Doncic getting traded for Anthony Davis. This is February 1st. But ever since that trade, it has not been nothing big reporting from Shams or Shams. And that's no disrespect and no shade. Respect to him. Great career. Definitely probably cross paths in a couple of years to get to where I want to go. So there's no disrespect to him. But since Woj left, it ain't been that many bombs. Except for that one.
Mm-hmm.
So is the NBA just trying to create a narrative to make the Bucks and Giannis relationship go away? Because you first said that he wanted to leave. Then you recanted another analyst and anchors said, oh, my bad, Giannis never said that. Then now that they losing games, now you bring back up the conversation because we ain't got really nothing to talk about.
Exactly.
Because you can't talk about Bron no more.
I mean, I can.
You can, but it ain't gonna hit the same.
Bron always hits.
No, it's gonna hit, but it ain't. You need to make something, because now it's talking about Giannis. I mean, Bron might be leaving. So now you gotta come up with something now that's going to be able to stick longevity. Bron always conversation is gonna stick, but if Bron retired tomorrow, or next year, or this season, or next year, and says like next year this is farewell tour, no. What you better figure something out.
And that's the problem. Bron, let's go down the rabbit hole.
Let me answer your question. Do I think you should give up everything for Giannis right now at his age, and you seeing how many injuries that he's having and the way the play style that he has? No, I don't think you should do that. I don't think, unless you just cool with getting maybe 1 or 2 championships. If that's what you're trying to do, then yes. But if you're trying to have something for like the next 4 or 5 seasons, because if Giannis Cavs keep messing up, you know what's next. If the Cav is that bad, because nobody's talking about that, how he just played in the FIBA and his body is keep moving along because he's trying to do everything for his country.
Can't recover.
The wear and tear on his body, he never really had a chance to rest. So that's why he's dealing with all these injuries, because Giannis didn't really rest yet. The longest that he probably played was probably when he went to the finals that year. And that was what, 4 years ago? 3 years ago, something like that. And that wasn't even that long, because that was the NBA season. So you had the NBA season, and then you came back a week in training camp was already done because you was playing overseas. So if Giannis get an Achilles injury, if you trade for him, I don't want that to happen to no man. But if that happens, a person who's that tall and that strong, you kind of fucked. So if the Knicks, you trying to trade, you going to keep Brunson. They going to let you keep Brunson. Bridges is gone. Hart is gone. If you going to keep, a Cat is gone. Or Bridges and then McBride. McBride is gone.
Yeah.
So you either going to be able to keep OG or keep Hart, but some Bridges, Cat, all them, they coming in the mix.
And then you look at Giannis' play style, right? Can he shoot the ball? Yeah, he proved he can shoot the ball. Does he want to shoot the ball? Nah, that man want to go downhill. He want to go downhill as fast as he can with as much power and force. And you generating all that power and force in two, not even steps, in two long strides. You're producing all that power and force. The Achilles is going to go. It's going to go because you work too much.
Look, man, I'll say this. The three teams I think best for Giannis to go to is Miami, the Heat. I mean, Miami, the Heat. Miami, Raptors, and the Knicks. Those are three best spots for him to go. I don't think Giannis really I don't think Giannis really wants to go to a big market team.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to do that. I think he wants to go somewhere where he can chill and play ball and not be able to have to deal with all of the, public and media side aspect of it. I think he just want to be chilling and do his thing like that. So, Miami, you kind of could get away with it out there with, unless you out, partying and things like that. But like as in basketball wise, you can do that. But just the outside of that, the Knicks, you go to New York, bro, it's all day everywhere you go. You feel what I'm saying? And then Toronto, you could be cool out there and not have nothing to worry about. The Timberwolves, yeah, it'll be nice, but it's like, so what? Gobert and Randall gonna go, or like Randall stay, Gobert stay? Like it's just that's really
exactly.
It's, you know what I'm saying? But I'll say this: wherever Giannis goes, the league will shift. It will shift immediately. Plug them into Miami Dynasty talks, Golden State, Dallas. The league is on notice if they can make that happen. I don't really know on that, but let's move on to the guy who sticks. That you says.
Hey.
LeBron James. Is LeBron James leaving the Lakers? Is LeBron James leaving the Lakers? Real or yearly fan fiction? I'll take over first on this. I think LeBron is going to go to Cleveland. I think he's going to go back to Cleveland. I do. I think so. I think he wants to. I think that he has to. Well, I ain't going to say he has to. He kind of knows. Once they brought Luka in, it was kind of the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
Lakers fan, this is no shade to Kobe, and we will talk about Kobe in a couple of minutes. Because people wilding. No shade to Kobe. When Kobe was there, fans forgot that LaMarcus Aldridge was going to become a Laker. And in the meeting, Kobe Bryant told LaMarcus Aldridge, "You're here just to get my rebounds." That's why LaMarcus Aldridge did not become a Laker. He went to go play for San Antonio. So that's when y'all did not have no future. And it's not me making up anything. You can actually look that up. So when Kobe ended up leaving, you didn't have really no future superstar where LA could have been there, and that could have been potentially something you could build off of. And then you had those bad years, things like that. Now Bron is here. AD was supposed to be it. AD was, getting injured all the time. Now you got Luka. So now you got something to do. Let's stop throwing a narrative that like, oh, it's LeBron James' fault. You know what I'm saying?
His fault for what though?
Because it is, I can see where they want to put that in there. When LeBron wasn't there, they were winning games, but then when LeBron came, then they started losing games. I can see how they want to plug that in there. But to be honest with y'all Lakers fan, Austin Reeves was able to play like Austin Reeves when either Luka was not playing and it's him and Bron, or if Bron's not playing and it's him and Luka, or if Bron and Luka's not playing and it's him and Reeves. Remember, Reeves was averaging 30 points per game. He went down to 25 to 26 once Bron and Luka, they all started to play together. So you got to understand that, like, what the whole team is. Of course, Luka's won. You feel me? We know that. LeBron in the corner now. And you feel me? And then Reeves is figuring it out. But y'all, listen, man. When LeBron leave, y'all can't make no excuses anymore. That's all I'm going to say.
And that's law. That's law.
That's all I'm going to say.
I think a lot of people take him for granted, especially with this Lakers team. His time there, taking him to the playoffs, dealing with injuries from teammates. He had that one injury. Won a championship. It was the bubble. He won championships. The championship. He got a ring for it. Now we've seen in the past 2.5 weeks.
Yep.
A lot of things coming out in the media. Oh, he has an ego. What face of anything doesn't have an ego? He's a champion. He's one of the greatest players to ever pick up a fucking basketball, bro. He's gonna have an ego. Jordan had an ego.
Yep.
Kobe had an ego. Magic Johnson, he had a nice ego, but it was an ego. Everybody has egos. Everybody has demands. Yes, LeBron has demands. We might jump into the Bronny thing. We might, but yes, but it's LeBron James. He has proven that if you give me what I asked for, I win. He did it in Miami twice, went back to Cleveland. The owner realized, well, let me give him what he needs, won it there. Came to LA, give him what he needs, won it there. But now all of a sudden, narratives are being pushed that LeBron James is the problem. He's not the guy that people think he is. LeBron is starting to get a lot of hate, and I know we're going to talk about Kobe. Kind of how Kobe is getting hate now. People don't want to say it, but we're going to say it. We're going to talk about it. It's unwarranted. It's not fair, but nothing is fair in life. But you give LeBron James what he asked for, and he wins, plain and simple. And he's won at every organization he has ever been to.
Facts. Facts, man. I ain't gonna stay too much long on, the LeBron topic, but y'all gonna appreciate greatness when it's all said and done, and that's what happens. Because you're taking it for granted that a man has been playing basketball, over 20 something years and has been in the headlines, who's been doing so much for the league outside, but it's fine. It's totally fine. And now our last topic that we'll talk about, because we don't want to keep y'all for so long, because we will be back this week again, because we know we got to get the next one gonna be really solely Super Bowl, and me and Art
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
But Kobe Bryant talk, man. I had to put this one big on the thing. Kobe Bryant talk. I see somebody in the comment before, he said, "Who's stopping the Thunder from repeating?" I say, watch out for them Nuggets for sure. They got a lot of people over there.
Respectable.
Hardaway Jr. and a lot of people. Ant-Man and them ain't scared, and you see that the Spurs got the blueprint. The Spurs got the blueprint on them. They the 7-5 man. But Kobe Bryant talk, man. Kobe Bryant. A lot of people be talking about Kobe. They try to use his name as for clickbait.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Now, this conversation right here, once we put this out, obviously it won't. I'm not trying to do it for clickbait or anything like that, but it will be whatever it is because you speaking real about it. When Kobe was alive, a lot of people was giving Kobe Bryant his flowers. A lot of people, when Kobe was here playing and Kobe was being Kobe, people were saying that he was either number 2, number 3, and some people had him number 1 because obviously the Los Angeles Lakers fan. When Kobe was alive, nobody was saying anything bad about Kobe. When Kobe was alive, I'm gonna just keep saying it. When Kobe was alive, people were saying Kobe work hard, Kobe effort, Kobe's the blueprint, Kobe Kobe came to play Team USA to help Bron and them the get structured back. Coach K, he's the bean, he's the Mamba mentality, all of that. Everybody was Kobe. Nothing wrong with it because Kobe is Kobe. I'm not to say that Kobe ain't Kobe. Now, after Kobe died, RIP, you know what I'm saying? After Kobe died, now you got people who now that when they were talking about Kobe, because podcasts, Ray's podcast been out, 2018, 2019. Really, podcasts is overall for the masses, for everybody. I'm not trying to say that I was the first person, because the first person I watched was Joe Budden. So don't take that as me trying to say I'm the first, with a podcast, something like that. But when podcasts started to become a thing, it was during COVID, and that's around the time when Kobe died, and that's when people was talking about Kobe, giving him his flowers. Now that all those podcasts that are bigger now, because it's been 2 year, 3 year in, now everybody talking about, well, Kobe not top 5. Kobe ain't that good. Now everybody's switching up about Kobe. Oh yeah, I ain't did this. Yeah, Kobe this, Kobe that. And that's like, damn. So y'all was using the man name to big up y'all platform, or he used to bust y'all ass and then y'all know y'all couldn't say nothing, or Kobe will call you or approach you and will bust your ass. Facts, plenty of stories. Or you was always hating, but you wanted to be on everybody's side to get a clickbait for your platform. And then now that you up and you feeling good, now you actually being honest on how you felt the whole time. Kobe Bryant is one of the greatest basketball players to ever play this freaking game. Yes, I am a LeBron James fan, but that don't mean nothing about me not being a basketball fan. Kobe's a G. Kobe's a freaking G. Yes, he did play with Shaq. Yes, Phil Jackson. I know I can get all the facts, the debating about the LeBron and the Michael Jordan and anything, but that still don't take away against a 5 championships ring and what he did in the moments. You crazy if Kobe ain't top 10. I don't care where you got him. I don't care where you got him. But to be saying that Kobe ain't top 10 is smoking dro. And I'll leave it on that, or I'll let you do your thug dizzle.
So, court is in session. Told you I got them props. Court is in session, bro. I think it's very distasteful, cowardly that you wait until after a man passes away, and RP Bean, you wait for him to pass away to start talking junk, all because you wasn't him. He won in every era. Kobe is Kobe, and you want to wait till he passes away. And Vanessa and the children, they don't say anything. They just sit back and they deal with it. You're speaking down on Kobe like people won't pull up on you about Bean. We will pull up on you about Bean. Now, I am one of those people when he was playing. I'm a LeBron fan as well. I've seen Kobe play. I didn't respect it because I was such a LeBron fan. I think back on it now, and I really do miss that man. I understand the work ethic. I understand how crazy he was to achieve the things that he was achieving. He went back. He taught kids, "Hey, this is how you play the game. Understand the fundamentals. You do this, you do that. Work this, work that. Don't worry about that. It'll come."
Yep.
What Kobe was for the game of basketball, period, is he was everything, bro. He was everything. It's just like I can't view people as men. You talking about somebody who's dead who can't defend themselves, and you're doing it for money. You're doing it for clicks on YouTube. You're doing it because you have a podcast that's not booming, and you know that if you say Kobe's name or LeBron's name, it booms. Facts. I hate that. I hate that, bro. I just hate that, man.
Yeah, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if you got beef with a person and if you're going to talk about them, if that's where you're going to stand at, if you don't rock with a person, be like that consistent. I could still not agree with you, but I can be like, even though I don't want to respect it, you consistent on how you are. But when you start to be wishy-washy and what's up, Cam? Your comments can't come, Instagram comments can't post up in here, but I see one of these comments right here that I really want to say that my guy Cam, shout out to my man Coach Cam, _ TSB. Y'all check him out, man. He a good coach and things like that. AAU squad. That's my guy Cam, man. Back to my Methodist days. But he says something really, really great here, man. And I want to say this because not everybody can see these comments. How you saying that Kobe is 1B to Mike, but not behind Mike is why I guess he meant how you saying Kobe 1B to Mike and behind Mike, like people putting them outside of the top 10 and things like that. Because everybody always talk about, oh, he's just like Mike. He's just like Mike. He's just like Mike. And we definitely can show videos, and he's definitely wanted to be Michael Jordan. But then you'd be like, oh, he's not in the top 10. When the man got 5 championships. 5.
With different people. Different
people. The narrative, like how we talked about, we just talked about football, like with the Josh Allens and the Tom Brady leaving and things like that. The narrative on Kobe was that you can't win without Shaq. Facts. That was the narrative. I remember that because I was saying it. I'm not even about like what I was saying it. Kobe ended up, the 3-year span or whatever, losing, the 81 point, having the averaging 36 points, didn't win the MVP, Steve Nash, whole controversy, all that, things like that. I'm not going to get deep into it, I'm speaking fast. But then he ended up winning 2 back-to-back without Shaq. And that is how you stop the narrative. That is how you stop the narrative. Because then if somebody do something and then you still hating, because then it will look like hating then. Because we all need to prove somebody wrong. This is what sports is. This is what players sign up for. Once Kobe was able to win 2 more and 1 more than Shaq, has more rings than Shaq, what are we going to say now? Nothing. When we got other players who only won a championship with a certain team, and then they go to different teams and they continue to keep losing. Or we have people who go to team to team to team to team to team and keep losing. Or we have people who go to super team and keep losing. So it's like, because, don't be trying to act like super team started now. That been going on in the 80s, the 90s. Just because they didn't win, oh, now you don't want to call a super team?
They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to accept it.
Just because they didn't win. Oh, just because they didn't win, they wasn't a super team. So when people go to a team and win, now that's over. That's a super team, but that was a super team too. It's just you are who you are when you got here. Either you got it or you don't. Either you a demon or you're not a demon. Either you a killer or you're not a killer. When you get between those lines, I don't care what sport it is, and you're looking at another person who won it as bad as you, what are you going to do to separate yourself? And we all say Mamba mentality. I'm going to be honest. We don't say Bron mentality, and I'm a Bron fan. we don't say MJ mentality. We say be like Mike. We say you're a witness. Like they all have slogans. But everybody and their mama, when you shoot, what you gonna talk about some props? Kobe, Kobe, that's what people be saying. Or Jordan, you know what I'm saying? People be saying, so like, come on, man. Come on, man. The Kobe Bryant talk is crazy. And like I said, man, we gonna be here doing this, and people not gonna like how we talking. I know everybody like, yo, why y'all talking about Kobe Bryant right now? Ray's podcast ain't been here for a minute. And, my man Art has his podcast, Live in the Huddle podcast. Make sure y'all definitely like and subscribe to that. This is not a one-off. This is what it's going to be all 2026. We here talking about everything. Super Bowl talks will be coming up this week as well. We'll be giving out picks and things like that. And I'm going to say this clearly. If you trying to get up here and talk that talk, the invitation is open. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. And if you stayed long in here, or if you was in here today, I really appreciate you. This wasn't no promo, nothing like that. This was off the first off, and we back, man. All right, what you guys say to the people, bro?
It's been a long time coming. Oh, we got something for the people in March. We got something for the people in March. We ain't gonna go in detail about it, but just wait for March. We got something. We got a lot of stuff for y'all in March, actually.
Yes, sir, man. We back. I'm back. It's lit. Check out the Instagram page. I'm gonna be back giving out 1 or 2 picks a day. I gave out a 3-teamer last night. Dante DiVincenzo wanted to be a mad boy and a foul boy and get 5 fouls, so that kind of messed everything up. But it was a nice little 3-teamer parlay. It was VJ Edgecombe PRA. I can't even remember. It was all last night. Dante DiVincenzo, and I can't even remember the third person off the top. Jaime Jaquez, PRA. Everybody cleared, but Dante DiVincenzo didn't clear because he got fouled. He had 5 fouls and it was a blowout. But yeah, yo, go follow Live in the Huddle. Live in the Huddle.
I heard that.
Yeah, had to get that right for the people. We'll put it right here at the bottom. Live in the Huddle podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe that on YouTube. If you like smart takes with no fluff, that's the spot to go to too. And if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, rate, share with someone who argues about sports too loud or too little. And remember what it is and what it ain't. If you don't like what we got to say, join the debate. See you next episode. Copy.
Yep.